Hello, everyone. Um, After a year, um, I just happened to catch on my Google Drive that it was about a year ago that I posted my last video blog, and looks like there's been quite a bit of changes since then. Um, the last blog that I just happened to watch for myself on my Google Drive, looks like I was talking to you about the New Beginning Assembly of God Church here in Nacogdoches. Um, I believe HOA. Uh, my neighborhood HOA was part of it, and that I had quit La Quinta and started a new job with Suddenlink Communications. And I had just kind of extrapolated about those subjects. Uh, Again, it's been a year, so it's a whole lot has changed. Um, Yet, not really. um, the first thing is, yes, I quit La Quinta April 17th of 2013, just shortly over a year ago. And when I went to work at Suddenlink, I had good things to say about it whenever I was doing my video blogs. Unfortunately, that only lasted a month, and the job didn't turn out to be what I expected to be. There was a lot promised and not a lot delivered. So I resigned from that job, um, and went into the home health care industry, where I did fairly well pretty much for the last year. I worked alongside total care patients and hospice patients, and I really liked what I was doing. But unfortunately, with that industry, um, it's very unstable. You never know if people unfortunately pass away. It's part of life. It's hard to find your next patient. Um, and if you get your foot in the door, you can do very well. Um, I did the best I could, but sometimes bills outweigh income. So for the most part, I had to make a decision, and so I stopped working in February of this year, 2014, doing home health. I resigned completely from the industry, and just happened to get a call from La Quinta of all people, or places, from my manager Catherine, asking me if I would like to come back. I decided, since I wanted a stable environment to work in, I'd do it. So I did. So now I've been back a little over 2 weeks, and this is May 7th, 2014. I'm actually at work right now. I'm working the night shift, so it's really quiet and everything. So I thought I'd do a short video blog. Um, Anyways, but everything so far is doing. It's going. It's going. Uh, it's. I was excited to quit the last time, and I'll be excited to quit the next time, just because this is not my career pathway. Um, I do know what I do want to do, but right now I'm not going to reveal it, just because I'm a very fickle person. I can change my mind very many times, and even in my mind, I'm like, there's this question mark sometimes. Um, but this year I'm turning 29 years old, so I probably need to figure it out. Um, but I still, have a lot of aspirations in life. I'm still relatively young. I'm below 30. I'm okay. But anyways, as far as my HOA subject was concerned, the subject completely died. Um, Nobody wanted to file, or either they didn't want to file and they didn't want to form an HOA. Everybody was just happy with everything the way it was. Um, I mean, they wanted our road fixed, and of course, in order to do that, we had to form an HOA through the legal proceedings and whatnot, and it never happened. And nobody wanted to they didn't want to deal with it, so it ended. And so, that was all there was to that. Um, Otherwise, in the last year, let me see. For the most part, like I said, I did home health. I worked a lot more hours this last year. In fact, I even deactivated my Facebook. I do that from time to time. I'll do a few months on and off, just if I get tired, or you know, sometimes it just gets a little redundant. And but I do have it right now. So if you want to befriend me or whatever the case is, I'm on Facebook. Just look me up, Corey with a K. Um, Unfortunately, the sad news is that New Beginning Assembly of God unfortunately did not continue. Um, they shut their doors in June of 2013 last year. Um, it's just really hard to find a good church, of course, one that preaches the truth. And some people like to have their ears tickled a little bit, or a lot, around here. And they just didn't want a church that preached the truth. And it also may have had something to do with, maybe it wasn't the right timing. It may not have been God's timing. We're human. We don't know, what the case was. But all we know is that unfortunately the doors had to close. So, again, where me and other people, my family and other people in the community, they don't have a physical church to go to that's going to preach a Pentecostal message of the cross type um, preaching. So until then, people like me, we just watch church on SBN. I know at least on DirecTV, it's channel 344 of Sun Life Broadcasting Network for Pastor Jimmy Swaggart. And so that's, basically all we've got right now. I do have plans still to move to Baton Rouge, Louisiana, to attend the church. I have had some second thoughts, possibly though. I'm just gonna have to pray about it, I guess. I've thought about possibly staying in Texas and moving to right outside of Houston called Humble. Actually, a little place it's still actual Humble, but it's a town called Atascocita. Not too far away from the Crosby, Texas, where another church that is it's kind of affiliated with Family Worship Center, Jimmy Swaggart's church. They have a lot of their speakers that come and speak there. So, and buying a house there is a lot cheaper than Baton Rouge, but I'm not sold on either idea right now. I'm just kind of up in the air, and I've got a little time to wait anyways until something happens. So, the only other thing that's really kind of new is that I did finally buy that second vehicle. I haven't had it very long, but I bought a red Dodge Ram. I've wanted a full-size pickup for a while, so it kind of worked out, and in a good timing. So I'm really excited about that. But anyways, I think that's about it for a good update. But if I'll try to keep doing them and kind of get back to doing some video blogs for my friends out there in New York and Michigan, and a lot of Facebook friends who I don't get to talk to often. This is a good way of just giving you an update on my life if you want to see or hear. So send me some comments or suggestions. Let me know if you want me to talk about certain subjects or whatever the case is. But until then, I guess I will speak to you next time. Take care and God bless.